So you're trying to say that your best friend or your friend can't be someone in the family, and it can't be someone that you're having sex with. Is that what they're trying to say?
That's what they're trying to say. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Quite frankly, from the Lees, secrecy has no place in your marriage. We don't talk about some things because we don't want to offend. We don't talk about some things because we might feel like it, I don't know, you might start pointing fingers at me. Hello, I'm James Lee.
And I'm Tasha Lee.
And we are Elevate Marriages. We are marriage advocates, marriage champions, together 21 years. Man, it's been a ride.
It'll be 22 this year.
It will be 22. But I have had an amazing time, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you. I try. We are here to share with you our challenges, the ups and downs, the ins and outs of a marriage relationship, and how it should look based on our experience, right? We're two vessels that the Lord's called to share a message, and we hope that you can receive it and apply it to your own marriage and anyone else that you think might be able to use it. So take it for what it's worth from our hearts to you.
That was so well said.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We do not take this opportunity lightly. We thank you so much for tuning in for just a few minutes, because we don't keep you long. We just want to drop a few nuggets in your basket.
Give them hope.
Absolutely. Something you can use, and most importantly, share. Yes. Don't be selfish. Share this thing. I think it's great information. And of course, I might be a little bit biased, but great information that is, like James said, used to encourage and motivate and elevate
your marriage.
You see that?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I try to do a little bit.
Keep you on the payroll.
See that? You double my pay if you can.
I will.
Okay, good deal. I don't get paid. All right. So if you would like us to be your personal marriage mentors, or you have ideas for our videos or anything like that, you want to just reach out to us and, give us a little
subject you want us to talk about.
That's true. Well, I was going to say a little virtual high five or something like that. Tell us if we're on the right track. I don't know, whatever. Just reach out to us. You can do so at the Lees at elevatemarriages.com. Again, the Lees at elevatemarriages.com. I have not had to say in a while, not on my personal Yatasha Lee or James Lee page, but not on that page.
Because everybody's done well. They've done well.
They've
followed the instruction, and it's worked out perfectly, and we appreciate it.
So again, it's the Lees at elevatemarriages.com. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Now, what are we talking about today, Mr. Lee?
So we are talking about boundaries. And that is a broad topic, right?
Very broad.
But it's something that I think every couple has to talk about. You have to have a discussion about your boundaries.
Well, first of all, what is a boundary? Because I think of, the gate in our backyard as a boundary. I don't know, just the area to cut off so that you don't go beyond this point. Is that what we're talking about? A boundary as far as something that keeps you in line or
inside
keeps you contained, so to speak?
Yeah, so I to give it a definition, I would say a boundary would be agreed upon limits that you as a couple would make or discuss to keep the relationship on track. Physical boundaries, mental boundaries, whatever you want to call it.
Can you have sexual boundaries?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can have them however you want, but you have to discuss them. And I think many times people don't have the conversation about those boundaries. Mm-hmm. For instance, let's say one boundary I think should be paramount in any relationship is speaking ill about your spouse, be that to them or to someone else about them. That should be off limits.
I think that's a really good boundary to have, because I think, of course, I'm sure we'll talk about physical boundaries too, or abuse or whatever the case may be. But sometimes those words, they just stick with you because, you play them over and over, in your head. You can't unhear something.
You cannot.
The bruises may fade or, may not hurt as bad. But sometimes those words, wow.
The words can hurt.
Absolutely.
They can definitely hurt. So you want to be careful with how you use your words, how you choose your words, and do a good job at keeping within the confounds of respect and I say with love. That's not to say you won't ever have any disagreements, but there's a way to disagree without being disrespectful or even stepping outside the bounds that you agreed upon as husband and wife.
And I'll say this too. When James started, he was saying, okay, that these are boundaries that we've agreed upon, right? I just feel like the way you talk to me, rather that's directly to me or talk about me, especially if it's in a negative way to someone else, is almost a given. But in case you and your spouse have not talked about it, take this from us. This is a gift to you. Okay.
Absolutely.
We're going to give this
Use
to
it.
you.
It's free.
This right here is your boundary. If you have not talked about it yet, it's okay. It's okay. Take it from the leads. We're going to give you one. You come up with the rest.
Yes.
You don't talk to your spouse crazy. If you will not, we were talking to just a couple the other day, and just things happen, and you may say different things to your spouse, and maybe it get a little heated, and you start going off and calling all kinds of names or using all kind of language. And James said, "Oh man, I should come into your house and talk to your wife like that."
No, you ain't.
And the guy was like, "Hold up, swole up, right?" So if you're not gonna let someone else, I don't even know
your wife.
So if I can't come in and get with her, what makes you think you can? You love her. You
supposed to love her.
Right? But
she don't mean nothing to me.
But exactly. So you should be able to say whatever. So just those type of things are just things to think about. I'm not going to let nobody badmouth my husband, and I'm definitely not going to do it. I'm going to set the example for how you should be treating him by the way I treat him.
Absolutely.
Well, you ain't going to ever treat him as well as I treat him. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be that's a night episode, late night episode.
Stay focused.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Stay focused. So that's so important. But again, if you haven't talked about it, that's okay. Because this one is definitely a boundary. Don't talk crazy to or about your spouse. Period. Absolutely. I like that. Use your words and choose your words.
Choose your words, yeah. How about secrets?
Oh, now that's a whole nother video, I think.
It is a video, but I think there shouldn't be secrets in your marriage. And I'm not talking about surprise birthday party kind of secrets or, secret wedding gift kind of secrets. Or I mean, secret golf trips you going on or secret bank accounts that you might have, secret shopping sprees that you go on.
Secret girlfriends you might have.
Yeah. All of
secret
that.
Children.
Oh, Lord.
You might have. These are things. This is a whole nother video, like I said, because people go on the deep end with this secret thing. So, again, this is one of those things where if you and your spouse have not talked about it yet, take this from us too. Look, I've given you 2.
Come on.
Okay, I've given you 2.
Didn't charge you for the second one. Buy one, get one free.
See that? Free and free. No secrets in your marriage. It sets you up for failure. It may not be right now, but I guarantee you, what's that saying? What's done in the dark will come to the light.
Absolutely.
And it's always at the most inopportune times.
And I'll tell you this. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
This is also true.
Period. You don't have to remember making up no story. Oh, I said I was going here. Oh man, I gotta make sure I was. Man, forget that. Just tell the truth. No secrets.
And the other thing is, it's not a secret if somebody else knows.
Ooh,
You
man.
know? So if you keep it with you, maybe it might be safe.
Yeah.
But the minute you tell somebody else,
Oh, you done for. You got to kill them. For sure. To the grave.
not killing, baby. Don't.
Whatever. I mean, you said if two people know.
I know, but you don't have to.
No secrets, guys.
Don't take that one. Don't take that
No
one.
secrets.
No secrets. No secrets. That's a good one though. But I do think that's a video because I think that secrets do eat away at a marriage.
Absolutely.
Especially once one is uncovered. And really, are they secrets or are they lies? I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, some will call them lies by omission.
Very much.
Yes.
I didn't even know you wanted to know I had a girlfriend. You ain't never asked me.
Girl,
oh, really?
Junior been, he's 9 months old. He been around the whole time.
You didn't even ask me about Junior.
If you would have asked me, I would have told you.
See?
Lies.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Take that one. You can have that one. Take it. There you go. Don't do that.
We're going to drop you with another one. This is a bonus.
Is it for free as well?
I won't even charge you.
See that? My baby.
And only because I hear this sometimes with couples. This flirting. These work wives and work husbands and all of that kind of stuff, that can get you in some trouble sometimes.
Now see, let me say, when people say, oh, that's my work wife or oh, that's my work husband, that's because you work well together, you get things done. Not necessarily, oh, that's because I be flirting and doing all
So
that.
You got a work husband?
No, baby.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't
So what I'm saying is,
I work alone.
that is unacceptable.
Because that's flirtation.
Hey,
that's flirtatious.
If you call it anyone else the title of your spouse, it's dangerous ground. Let's just call it that. And again, this is our opinion. You may not agree, and if you don't agree, who cares?
See, I thought he meant the flirting with the, oh, you sure look nice today, Mr. Lee.
So that comes along with it, right? Because people get a little comfortable.
They do, and then they feel like they have to reach out and touch somebody.
I'll never forget. I
6
had a
feet.
young lady call. She, oh, my hands are so cold, aren't they? And went to grab my face,
Did
I
she?
was like, I grabbed her by the wrist, and when I suplexed her,
You said,
um,
what's her name, baby? Who is that?
she not living.
He is not telling the truth.
But nevertheless, you get to you gotta be that guarded, I would say, because it's innocent, right? There's nothing mean. A little touch, a little whatever, and then before you know it, they rubbing everywhere, and
James Lee.
it's inappropriate for your spouse. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know anyone who does that, and I need names
Now, don't get
and
me wrong.
addresses if they're doing it to you.
Don't get me wrong. Giving a compliment, where credit is due. You look very nice today. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
When you say, girl, girl, you wearing that dress. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and last Tuesday, that one, boy.
You doing too much with your
If I
life?
wasn't married, shoot, I tell you what.
It's rolling off your tongue a little easy.
I am portraying, an example of sorts.
Have you never had to say
In my
it?
former life when I used to, But
He knows that I will turn this camera off in a hot minute. So
the flirtation, I think, can get you in some trouble if you're doing it. As harmless as it may seem, just keep it 100. Keep it 100 because you may mean nothing by it. Period. You mean nothing by it at all. But the person on the other side, they might start catching feelings for it. And then before you know it, then they coming in and they bringing you your favorite drink, and then they might bring you a muffin, and then before they fixing your desk, and then they might buy you a tie or buy you all kinds of stuff.
we gonna cut that.
This all stuff that happened in my life. I just gotta be careful.
Oh, I tell you, I don't know. Y'all pray for me, please.
The flirtation. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
So
definitely.
Keep it in.
And I don't know if this is flirtation or not, or what it would fall under, but I still think it goes with the boundaries. When you get calls from maybe somebody at work or just somebody, period, and it's, I don't know, midnight. Maybe deciding on a time that you feel is the best cutoff for you and your spouse. My husband does mortgage. So I know people are calling and, oh, I got my docs in. Oh, I did this, or oh, I did that. Okay, if it's past 8 o'clock, you need to hit him up tomorrow. Done. Yeah. And the same thing with me. There is no reason really you have to call me after 5. And 9 out of 10, I'm probably not going to answer the phone anyway. So if you calling me after 5, I'm sure that's an eyebrow for both of us. But I don't know if that's considered flirting, or that's just, you got to set that's one that you can decide, together.
Set those boundaries together.
Trying to set the boundaries, because 5 o'clock doesn't bother me, 10 o'clock doesn't bother me. That's up to you.
Work-life balance.
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
That makes sense. Exactly. That makes sense.
But just be careful. I think so many times, like James said, what could be so innocent can sometimes be seen as something more. And even if you didn't intend for it to, you don't ever want to be seen in that light. Or you play like that, or kid around or whatever, and touchy whatever at work, and then you go to the Christmas party and you continue that because that's the relationship you have, and then your spouse like, what?
What happened?
What is?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Yeah. So just something to think about. And I think it goes back to, as far as these boundaries are concerned, really the foundation of it is having a trust and a respect for Absolutely. Your spouse, and making sure that you have that. And then when you have that, you a little more cautious about the things that you do, and not so much not just the things you do, shall I say, but other stuff, the things you wear,
right?
Things you do, things you wear, things you say, where you go, all of those things. There has to be some type of boundary to that, to protect your marriage. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect what the two of you have and keep it strong, and no seeds being planted, no weeds growing Absolutely. Up. You're really trying to protect that, which is why. There you go. Back to what I said initially. What are boundaries? Boundary is to contain, right? There's a gate around it to protect my yard from the neighbor's yard, right? Or if I had a dog, or if my kids were little and I want them to play in the backyard, that gate is to protect them. So those boundaries that we're talking about is to protect your marriage, to keep it safe from all the other little things of the world that might pop up and happen. And you have to do the same thing. You have to be the gatekeeper, so you continue to, the things you say or the things you do are all to protect your marriage.
Well said, love.
Dog, I took the long way around, but I got there.
You got there, girl.
You see what I'm saying?
Shoot. Slow bus still get the kids to school. Anywho,
slow bus. What you trying to say?
Nothing. We appreciate you guys.
You see how he did that right there? That is so inappropriate right there. Trying to say I ride the slow bus. That's what he tried to say. See how he said something bad about me in front of y'all? I
said slow. I didn't say short.
Same thing.
No, it's not. Anywho, I appreciate you guys tuning in with me and my wife as we talk about things that help you build your marriage, to elevate your marriage. It means more to us than you realize, and we hope that you can share it with someone that can apply it to their life. And if there's anything that you want us to do or talk about more, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Key word in that whole statement was apply. I think we talk about a lot of stuff, and if you go back and see any of our videos, some of them are quite entertaining, if I must say so myself. However, if you don't apply the information to your marriage and use it in the right way, it doesn't mean anything.
We're giving you the tools. You just got to use them. All right. As we always close with our quote from Dr. Maya Angelou. Do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better. I'm James Lee.
I'm Tasha Lee.
We will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Peace.